Hi, I'm Chris Ford, editor-in-chief of AdventureParent.com. So I wanted to talk a little bit about something that happened to me about a year ago. Completely unexpected. I was always healthy for my life. I was very used to always being able to, get up and walk things off. And I apparently got a kidney stone, and I ignored it. I didn't really. The pain wasn't what it was supposed to be, because it wasn't moving. Long story short, I ended up going into sepsis. It turned septic, and I ended up actually in septic shock. I was in the hospital for 5 days, and it was touch and go. They didn't know if I was going to live. I was lucky. I'm very lucky. I can even feed myself right now because I was that close. And people that go through this often don't come out unscathed. So I do have a little bit of memory things here and there, weird stuff, but overall, I dodged a bullet, a big bullet. And so it really made me realize that life is short and life is precious. So this last year, I spent a lot of time traveling. I've taken my daughter to, where did we go? We went to Colorado and Colorado Springs and Copper. We went skiing there. We went to the Virgin Islands. So I've got video and I'm writing articles about it. I'm catching up now. But we went to St. Thomas and she tried scuba diving for the first time. And then this summer I used all my Marriott points and all my Chase Sapphire points, and we flew to Rome, and we went to Florence, and then we went to Venice, and then I went to visit friends up in Geneva. They live right outside of Geneva, and so we went, got in the car, and went to Chamonix in France and did some mountain biking, downhill mountain biking. That was the first time my daughter had ever done downhill mountain biking. And, no joke, we start right at the top. We started Chamonix in the French Alps. So it was really amazing time. And then we hung out with friends, did the local thing in Geneva, and then we hopped on the plane and we had a 6 hour overlay in Dusseldorf. So we even got to see a little bit of Germany. And so now we're back. And we also saw Niagara Falls. So we've been busy this summer. And part of it is because I realized how precious time was. And she's 14 now and she's getting older. And I didn't want to waste any time. So, yeah, maybe I could have been putting a little bit more money away. I was good. I'm still saving money and putting things away for her college and my retirement. But I really wanted to make a point of living now because that shocked me. I will tell you, there's nothing like a health scare to remind you just how things can change on a dime. I mean, 1 minute I'm in an office running a meeting, and the next I'm arguing with the Uber drivers telling me, maybe you have the flu because I was really starting to feel sick. And then 5 days, and then not even like a day later, I'm in an ambulance, and my blood pressure was, what was it, something crazy like 70 over 30 or lower than that. So I couldn't even walk. I was moving around from piece of furniture to piece of furniture. And I was still in complete denial. I'm saying, no, I'm fine. I'll just sleep it off. The doctor told me if I had gone back to bed and slept it off, I wouldn't have woken up. So my mother actually used my Alexa and was calling me and saying, hey, you're not answering my phone. You're not answering my texts. So she actually haunted me through the Alexa and woke me up. And when I woke up, I couldn't even speak. So she said, so she called the downstairs and they called the 911, and that was how I ended up saved. So time is short, time is precious. Don't put things off. Do the things you love. Get those sights seen. If you end up having a nice long life, then great. That's even more time to. But overall, we're not on this planet very long, so enjoy yourself. And the children are not children for very long. And there's going to come a point. I know very well that my teenager is going to get to a point where she doesn't want to go with mom. So I want to get these times in now, and so I want to share those with you. I want to hear your stories. I want to hear about your life-changing events, your trips, your adventures, your little wins. Tell me about your small victories. It doesn't always have to be a huge thing. It's, oh my God, I figured out how to use the tram system in Florence. Things like that. Those things matter. And those are the things that our kids remember, and they're the things that we remember. And when we're old and gray and we can't do the things that we used to do, we can sit back and say, I did everything I could. I did everything that I wanted to do. Yes, I would love to do more, but I'm happy with what I have. So that's where I want us all to get to. And, work life, balance, all that kind of stuff. It's important to put those memories and experiences in your head because nobody can take them out. All right. Tell me more about what you've been doing, and I'd love to hear about it. Tell me more on the bottom of YouTube, and visit our channel at our website, rather, at adventureparent.com. Thanks.